Hello and welcome to Y Community. My name is Julian Ballantyne and it's now time for our regular updates here from Yanga, telling you about the recent virus. So, the coronavirus UK update, Monday the 23rd of March 2020. The government has announced a lockdown on the UK population with people instructed to remain at home for at least 3 weeks. People will be able to leave their homes only in limited circumstances. 1. Shopping for necessities. 2. One form of exercise a day, alone or with a family member. 3. For medical or care needs. 4. Travelling to or from work, and that's only if you can't work from home. As part of the new stricter regime, a new round of closures has been announced. All shops selling non-essential goods, all markets except food markets, all libraries, playgrounds and outdoor gyms, all churches and other places of worship, all hotels, B&Bs, caravan parks and campsites. In addition, all gatherings of more than 2 people are prohibited unless they share the same household. This includes social events such as weddings and baptisms, though funerals are still permitted. The police will enforce these new rules, issuing fines wherever appropriate. That's, of course, the UK update, and now it's time to report on news from Africa in these troubled times.
Hi, this is COVID-19 update from Lagos. My name is Adebayo Ilupeju. I've been home for a few days now, 2 days actually, and going out, the last time I went out I saw that people are already complying, everybody's staying home. But I went to the market today to procure some items for my family so that we don't starve through this period. Well, a lot of people were out there wearing masks, a couple of them wearing gloves, and I see that people are actually taking precautions. But the mad rush to procure items in the market wasn't so friendly. Prices have also gone up, but I have a fear. My fear is that people may not be able to afford to feed themselves through the period. As of now, we don't know what the government is doing towards this end, as there are a couple of people who earn their living daily. My kids are at home. The pressure from the kids are so much. And a couple of other factors are not actually helping the situation at our end of the world. But what can one do? We've got to comply. Better to be alive and just deal with the pressures at home than to go out there and contract the disease. Facilities are not exactly enough, but I can assure you, governments in Nigeria are pulling their weight, at least to a certain level. State governments have called for the closures of institutions, markets, leaving only essential commodity markets and specific operations which we cannot do without to continue to operate. Well, as of the last count that I know of, there are 46 cases in Nigeria. 2 of them are no longer active, they've tested negative, and then 1 death, and so leaving us with 43 active cases. Well, wherever you may be, I advise that you actually stay safe, protect yourself, and do the take necessary actions if you think you may have contacted the virus. I remain yours, Adebayo Ilupeju from Lagos, Nigeria. I say, stay safe.
So remember, this is your community. This program is called Y Community, well, because community matters. If you'd like to get in touch with us, we'd like to think it's an interactive show, then you can get in touch with us. It's www.africanmediaworks.com. We've already heard in this program about life in Great Britain, but what about advice for people who are UK citizens living abroad? Well, the UK government advice is this. The Foreign and Commonwealth Office, the FCO, advises British people travelling abroad to return to the UK now, if commercial flights are still available, of course. People defined on medical grounds as being extremely vulnerable to COVID-19. Now, letters are being sent telling 1.5 million people in England, most at risk for the coronavirus, to stay at home. They will receive letters or text messages strongly advising them not to go out for 12 weeks to protect themselves. People falling into this extremely vulnerable group include solid organ transplant recipients, people with specific cancers, people with severe respiratory conditions including all cystic fibrosis, severe asthma and severe COPD. That includes my mum, sadly. Now, people with rare diseases and inborn errors in metabolism that significantly increase the risk of infections such as SCID and sickle cell. And also people on immunosuppression therapies sufficiently to significantly increase risk of infection, and women who are pregnant with significant heart disease. Now it's time for the SMAID Foundation and the NDCA, who are doing their bit to help. Take a look at this.
So we're here with the ladies from the NDC Association, the Nigerian Diaspora Community Association and the SMAID Foundation. And these lovely ladies, Toyin and Jumuke, have come along to donate more food, more provisions for people in hospitals, particularly our hard-working National Health Service staff, because we know that it's very difficult for them at the moment to get the provisions they need, and goodness knows they're working so hard, such long hours. So these ladies from the NDCA and the SMAID Foundation are coming to donate food so that we can take it to them and hopefully make the burden just that little bit easier for them.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Now it's time to hear more from our friends, our community leaders, your friends, and of course, friends of Yanga. This is why community, and we always say because community matters, and it's down to some of these people that I'm so pleased to be sitting right here. Take a look at this.
Dear friends, my name is Dr. Boma Douglas, the chairman of the Central Association of Nigerians in the United Kingdom. These are unprecedented times brought upon us by COVID-19, which is coronavirus. We want to assure the community that we're here as an executive council to support the community, particularly the elderly, the lonely, and those with higher vulnerability within the community. All you need is one phone call if you're isolated and it needs support from the community. The important thing is for us to follow governmental procedure of social distancing, making sure that we raise up the hygienic requirement from us, washing our hands, the isolation principles and quarantine principles, if you fall within that category. But by all means, please do not feel alone. We're here to support you. Get in touch with us if you feel lonely, if you need support. The Central Association of Nigerians are here to support you. Thank you so much.
Hi, my name is Danny Erskine, actor, promoter, and retired music producer living in London. The crisis so far, this year, 2020, it's been a crazy one for everyone. How I feel right now, I do feel a bit worried because I have friends and family out there, but I'm trying not to panic. I've been telling my friends and family that, look, there's no need to panic. It's one of those crises where there's nothing we can do. I mean, as I'm sitting here, most of us are losing work. I'm a self-employed entertainer, and most of our events has been cancelled, but there's nothing I can do. I just have to sit back, sit at home, and listen to the news. I do go out. You know, I have to do my exercises every morning. I go out covered, and I do advise everyone to cover themselves as well, because we cannot just be in our houses just like that. You know, we can't go to the gym. We can't do anything. So stay safe and be safe, and we pray that this disease go away.
Hello, my name is Sonia Marcelina Wara, and I am a schools advisor for East London District with the DWP, as well as a positive media advocate and activist. At the moment, we're facing lockdown with the current COVID-19 coronavirus, and basically, my family and I are practicing social distancing. Everybody's more or less in their own houses. I'm here with my mum, and we're just basically keeping in contact as much as we can and ensuring that we are supported in terms of if we need anything for the house and stuff like that, especially at the moment where we're seeing a lot of panic buying happening. Everybody is kind of looking out for each other. We pray and we talk to each other all the time. But we also take the time that we have now to kind of reflect on how lucky we are, and also to be there for other people that might not be as fortunate as ourselves during this period of time.
Welcome back to Why Community. As we always say, why community? Because community matters. Now, there are troubling times. We're all very aware about these troubling times, but I'm sure it will get better. And I'm not the only one that believes so. But the question is, what are you going to do when all this finishes? Well, will it be back to church? Will it be back to the pub? Two extremes there, I'm sure you'll agree. Well, Carolina from Croydon, she said, when this all finishes, I'm going to get lots and lots of toilet roll and keep stocked up. You never know when these things can happen, do you? Also, we've got this from Yanga. So my husband and I have decided to start making fun videos like TikTok. And we're also looking at writing more music together while we sit to get and know each other. This will give us a chance to reconnect and keep our love stronger. Hope you guys are safe. Awesome, that's amazing. Thank you so much. And that came from Missy Singor. Thank you so much. Right, question is, what are you going to do when this is all over? Are you going to go on a big holiday? Are you going to go to the gym? Are you going to promise yourself? I always promise myself to go to the gym, but I've been doing that for about 55 years. Unsuccessfully, as you've seen. We always say it's an interactive show. So any videos that you'd like to send to us, remember www.africamediaworks.com. If it's just a comment, if it's a funny ditty at this time of trouble, or if it's something which is more serious, we'd like to see everything that you send to us, and we'd like to show everything that you send to us. One of my great pals and a great friend of Yanga TV is indeed Mansour, the man about town, as he tells me, the man on the street. Well, let's listen to what the man on the street has to say about some of his people.
Yes, so my people, I'm back again. As a good and faithful servant of the UK community, I am adhering to Boris Johnson's plea, and I am locking down. But some of you out there, you like the streets and you like enjoyment too much, so you're still out there. Instead of you just locking down and locking into Yanga TV, all your problems are solved. So the next videos are dedicated to the people that refuse to lock down. You will see what will happen to you. And hopefully that same kind of punishment doesn't come to the UK. But if it does, you know what you're in store for. You know what you're in store for. So like I said, just lock down and lock into Yanga TV. Enjoy.
ਉਹ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਕਿਹੜੇ ਮੇਲੇ ਤੁਰੇ ਫਿਰਦੇ ਓਏ ਹੈ ਉਦਾਂ ਨਹੀਂ ਦੁਨੀਆ ਟਲਦੀ ਇਹ ਛੱਤਰ ਖਾ ਕੇ ਟਲਣਾ ਇਹਨਾਂ ਨੇ ਚਲੋ ਚਲੋ
Vá pra casa! Vambora, a partir de agora vai ser desse jeito. Bora, bando de velho, troca pneu depois. Tá na hora de procurar casa, bando de cachaceiro vagabundo. Vambora, molha mais. Vão embora, bando de diabo. Molha mesmo, é pra ir pra casa. Não quero saber. Bora, bando de piriguete, caminho de casa. Aqui vai ser assim, vambora! A partir de agora, não quero ver ninguém em rua. Procura casa, piranha. Bora! Bora, vambora, véi safado. Procura casa. Bora, bora, vagabundo. Pra ir pra casa, prostituta.
Public service announcement to those of now, the year word. Maybe after what I'm about to say, maybe God will touch your heart and you will hear word. Now you sabi. Coronavirus, they do in own. Everybody, please just stay at home. Your girlfriend has called me like 100 times, but I'm just like, Becky, leave me alone. Everybody, quarantine. She's been disturbing me since Valentine, but I told her I do not have the time, and my name is Lines. Maybe that is why. That's why. You there for London, quarantine. You there for Lagos, quarantine. It is say you sexy, it is say you fine. If they catch you for street, you will still pay the fine. That's all. If you like, isolate. If you like, don't isolate. If you don't do your isolation, it will end in tears and frustration. That's all. Quarantine. Everybody, quarantine. You don't record. Stop the song. Stop the song.
So there you have it. Can you see the way our friends, our neighbors are dealing with people that are still outside and not listening? So people, I'm warning you, stay in your house. Lock down. Boris has spoken. Lock down and lock into Yanga TV. And please let me know what you would do or the kind of punishment you would distribute if you saw people still hanging around or, you know, congregating outside while this lockdown has been passed. Until next time, enjoy yourself, stay safe, and tune into Yanga TV.
So thank you so much, Mansa. I think the young people are getting a bit of a hard time at the moment. They're not listening, they're still grouping together. Well, I think that message is finally getting through, and I think people are respecting what the government wishes.
Hey, what's happening, guys? I hope you're well. I'm Manuel Myers, and I'll be your eyes and ears throughout this quarantine period, keeping you updated by following key developments surrounding the COVID-19 pandemic, but specifically how the crisis has affected our younger generation and what impact, if any, has self-isolation had on their day-to-day lives, including any coping mechanisms that they've developed. So shouts out to Yanga TV and the Yanga community for keeping us connected at a time of social distance. So without further ado, let's get straight into it. So the World Health Organization has warned that the corona disease is accelerating, with more than 300,000 cases now confirmed. Out of 367,000 confirmed cases globally, there have been 101,000 recoveries and 16,100 deaths. So this is just a gentle reminder of how extremely serious this outbreak is to those of you ignoring restrictions and guidelines. So the Y community reached out to Charlie M. Pope, Savannah Sims and Maya Ebo for their commentary and thoughts on the subject matter. And here's what they had to say about it.
Hey, what's up? I'm here today to talk about Corona and how this epidemic has affected my life on a daily individual basis. So usually right now it's a Tuesday, I would be at work, but that's not happening right now for me. I'm a creative, I work in events and I do a lot of other things, but that's not happening right now and it's lockdown, so no one's doing work. But that's how it has affected me on a work basis. So money right now, yeah. But you have to look at the plus side. So I know Corona is an awful thing, but what it might be able to do is bring people together. Like, I'm spending 24/7 with my family, my brother, my mum, my dad, and we're spending time together we usually never have, usually just the evening. So I'm looking at Corona as the only positive is how it's bringing the family together in a way. So me and my brother, we're cooking all the time, we're doing things we haven't done since we were kids, and honestly, I think it's a sad time right now, Corona. It's a weird time in the human race and human history, but I think it's a time to bring people closer together. If that's the only thing we can gain from this, and lessons learned, and I'm trying to teach myself new things and improve as a human. And Corona's only going to affect us even more in the later months, but it's how we handle ourselves now mentally up here and go from there. And I think honestly it's a hard thing, but we can move forward as a human race.
I hope you guys are well, I hope you guys are safe, and I hope you guys are powering through at this time. I'd say what the most struggling thing right now for this coronavirus epidemic is the fact that my job is very engaging. It requires a lot of engagement, especially with youth in the creative industry. So for a lot of events and a lot of festivals to be cancelled and a lot of job opportunities gone, a lot of small independent businesses where I work on site to be closed down. It's hard for people to generate money unless they're on streaming platforms. So I think in terms of, especially with the youth who we were the outlet and we were their way of escaping reality, for that to kind of be shut down, I think has been the most hard at the moment. But we're powering through. We're trying to use social media as much as we can, Zoom, Skype calls, and we're hoping to maybe do some more online events. So thanks for letting me have my say. I'm Savannah, and power through.
Hi, my name is Maya E. I'm a presenter, but as a 9-to-5, I'm also a PR media intern. So I'm on the last legs of my internship, and when coronavirus really broke out and became like this worldwide epidemic, we got sent to work from home. And a lot of people were kind of complaining about it. They didn't like being restricted, or they don't like being restricted in their houses. I was actually so relieved and so happy, like no one even understands. I've been really stressed out recently, so every day at work was just such a struggle. The commute was just a pain. Like I didn't want to be there, I didn't want to go there. So the fact that now I'm actually in my house, coronavirus has actually been really positive to me because I can just work from home. It's so much more casual, so much more flexible. I've got all the snacks that I need. I've got Netflix, I've got my phone, Wi-Fi, social media, everything that I need, all from the comfort of my house. And actually, yeah, it's given me a real break. It's allowed me to chill out, and I'm happy about it.
Thank you, Mano Myers. He's great, isn't he? He's fantastic. Look out for him. Lots here on Yanga TV, of course. Now, an opportunity to hear some of the messages that we've read to you before in Pidgin. Take a look at this.
My people, una don hear about this new deadly disease wey dem dey call coronavirus. Wetin go share if person catch am? Wetin we fit do about am? Coronavirus fit spread for anything wey we fit touch, whether na table, whether na door, money, or anything at all. The virus dey follow spread when person wey get am touch you, or you use your hand touch your eyes, your nose, mouth, or even your ears join. The symptoms wey coronavirus dey take waka na dry cough, fever, and when e dey hard for you to breathe. People wey get coronavirus, dey fit dey alright, but if na old person or somebody wey get sickness before for body, dey fit die. Coronavirus dangerous pass cough and catarrh o. Only one person fit spread the virus fiam reach plenty people one time. Coronavirus no get cure as we dey so. As we dey so, we suppose arrange ourselves, make sure say we no get am and we no share am give people. E dey very important to make sure say you use soap and water wash your hand well. Wash am like say you touch hand you pepper. Another thing wey we fit do na to give yourself better marking from anybody wey don get am or wey dey sick. No shake anybody, no hug anybody, hold yourself. If you fit dey for house, dey make people wey sabi wetin to do help us find the solution. My people, the solution dey our hand, so make we respect ourselves, do the right thing. If you get any of the symptoms, fever, dry cough, and when e dey hard for you to breathe, abeg call this number so.
So, as we always say, this is an interactive show. If you'd like to get in touch with us, remember www.africanmediaworks.com. We'd love to hear from you. We'd love to see your pictures. We'd love to see your videos, and we'd love to show them too. So, from me, Julian Valentine, stay safe, take care of each other, and I'll speak to you soon. Bye-bye.